Welcome to Afternoon Tea with Kaden Alexander. I'm Kaden Alexander, and let's get started. So today I do have more wagashi from the Sakurako box, but I also have some wagashi from a place in New York and has multiple chains, originated in Japan, called Minamoto Kichoan. Now, they are known for their beautiful handmade treats. All traditional Japanese wagashi. This is the extra large gift box for their Easter collection. So it actually came in this wooden box, beautifully wrapped in this silk sakura sheet, and there's a bunch of goodies in here. This is more of an expensive taste. I think this box alone cost me over $100, but it is super worth it. I've already had a few treats from it, and I can't wait to show you a few more. Specifically, look how cute this little bunny is. Now this is wagashi with strawberry flavor. It is strawberry bean paste in there, I believe. I can't remember, and unfortunately I forgot to bring the guide with me, but it is super cute. And then we're also trying from the subscription box the matcha pudding. Now already it has a very definite matcha, what's the word? Scent. Aroma. That's the word, aroma. This is my second video of the day, and I am very hungry, so forgive the brain dead speak. Let me switch hands. I'm very excited to try this. Ooh. Cuts right through, very silky. Very silky. Alright, so I think I'm gonna take a bite off camera and then switch to my reaction. So immediately, it's melt in your mouth as soon as it enters your mouth. It's like you can definitely taste the matcha. The taste lingers. Has a very definite aftertaste, but it's very silky, matcha milk. I'm also drinking the passion fruit matcha tea from a previous video, so that is really good. Definitely a delicacy, very good treat. Yeah, it like dissolves in your mouth. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had pudding in a while. It's more of, consistency wise, it is more like flan than an American pudding, which honestly American pudding is more custardy. But this is both firm and smooth. Very, as I said already, melt in your mouth. But Japan always does really good jelly. My personal favorite is coffee jelly. Anytime I would go to the Asian market in New York, I would always get a bunch of cups, and that would be my go-to breakfast. But yeah. So this video, I don't really have any talking points. I'm sort of tapped out of ideas. So I think after my snack, I'm actually gonna do some drawing. That's okay. I did not want to stay on the spoon, but as some of you might know, I do art on the side. I am a Sonic style artist. Typically I work digitally and on MS Paint, the most basic program out there. But I do draw with a tablet and then go over it with the curve tool. I've been drawing specifically on MS Paint, let alone in general, for 17 years now, give or take. Soon as I turned 10, I was on Neopets and other social media and making my own characters and role-playing. This is really good. But yeah, I've been keeping up with it, as stubborn as I am, and I am slowly getting better. I'm still not to the caliber I want to be at, but I am slowly but surely getting there. I'm sure once I move, I'm hopefully gonna move out of the house soon, but once I do, I would love to upgrade my computer, get one that can handle streaming, and I want to stream more. I want to get a decent, I want to use a decent art program, because I already bought one, but I haven't used it because my computer's on its way out, and it's one of those programs where you only get 2 keys after purchasing it. So if I use one of the keys on this computer and it ends up dying on me, I can no longer use that key. And I'd have to buy the program again after using 2 keys. Sorry, just easier to slurp from the cup. But that was very good. Very nice, simple treat. Very soft. Soft's not the word. Light. Very light treat. Definitely nothing to fill you up, but nice little melting moment. Speaking of melting moments, let us try the bunny. So you can see in there the filling. Not a strong flavor. Very sweet. You can kind of tell it's strawberry, but it's not too noticeable. I'm sure you're supposed to eat the whole thing at once. That's good. With the tea, it really complements. It almost brings out the flavor of the tea more. But both are really good. That was a nice combo too, the strawberry with the matcha pudding. There's also a yuzu flavored bunny in that pack. usually yuzu is a Japanese citrus. Not quite a lemon, but not quite an orange. Somewhere in between, but it's also one of those items where it's so acidic that it needs to be processed. Usually it is used in sweets. You can sugar coat and candy the yuzu peel. They call that tokoyo. I also bought that. That's from Minamoto Kichoan, but that's for another video. And yeah, so my snack is gone. I'm going to attempt to draw. I say attempt because I haven't picked up my traditional sketchbook in what feels like months. And I've also been going through a tiny bit of an art block. So I'll talk a little while I draw. Cool. Alright. So, I think I'm going to start with one of my Sonic characters that I've had since the very beginning. Her name is Kinja, and she is an echidna, same species as Knuckles. You know what? I'll start with one of her older designs. She has been my main character since I was 9 years old. She started out, I conceptualized her as a villain, and then I shortly changed that, but she's always had sort of an island ninja aesthetic going on. She was a firebender, because Avatar: The Last Airbender was very prominent at that time, and one of my favorite shows. But yeah, originally she was a villain, and then I changed it, so what if she was a firebender, but had more of a Ty Lee personality? Very bubbly, outgoing, kind. Even gave her a bit of a braid. And this character also has a twin brother. However, Kid Me was very sinister, and because I couldn't draw him correctly, I decided to kill him off in the story. And I just ended up keeping that because that became a huge part of her storyline. But she was always a brave, not really brave, but spitfire. Acted on impulse, but very kind. She would jump at without a second thought to save someone. Casually forgets how to speak while I draw. Typically I stay quiet while I draw, which is not ideal if you ever want to start streaming or making videos of it, unless you do speed draws. Ooh, it's very windy again today. Another thing that she almost always had was one pant leg and pants over skirt. That was a very popular thing to do in the early 2000s, to the point where I even did it in real life. Back when I was super carefree about fashion. Before I really came out, I was an absolute fashion disaster, and I loved it. I came up with the term cospunk, which is pretty much taking elements of cosplay and other subcultures of fashion and bringing it all together into one unique style. Now, here is Kinja, one of her iterations. Let's see, now I'll draw her most recent. But she's changed a lot over the years, as most of us have. She is still kind as all heck, but she is smarter, wiser, has more talents, more hobbies, I should say. She has since learned how to knit, and she is a baker at a cafe. A common misconception is she owns a cafe. She does not. She's just one of the hardest workers there, even though she's only part-time. She is a full-time freedom fighter, because in her story, she was saved by Sonic and the Freedom Fighters when she was 10. What is that? Almost sounds like a rocket. But she also cut off her braid in an attempt to save herself from an attack, and she's just kept it short ever since. Oh my, the camera hand's starting to cramp. But yeah, she is one of my oldest characters and one of my personal favorites. Anytime I am feeling down, drawing her cheers me up, because she is what I wish to be in terms of emotional stability and in terms of happy-go-luckiness, and I haven't gotten there yet. One day, I hope to. I did end up making her non-binary, but still use she, her pronouns, because I thought that would help me be okay with people using she, her pronouns for me, and also calling me ma'am at work, which I absolutely despise. But it hasn't. I am more comfortable. If I had to pick a binary, I would be male and he, him. But ultimately, I go by they, them. And made her leg a little too big there. But I think no matter what, she will always be one of my main characters. because she's just been there from since I was a youngin'. Put her arms in here. I think I drew the hand wrong, but oh well. I'm still not entirely awake yet, even though it's probably 10 or 11 by now. She is left-handed, unlike me. A lot of noise out here today. How to hand. Let's see, so that would be... Okay, and that is just about what she looks like now. For a while too on the internet I used to go by her name as an alias. And even in real life for a very short while. But I don't like when people refer to me as Kinja anymore, just 'cause from the past, and that's not, you know. Only certain people get a pass, and those are the people that I've met on forums forever ago who became my best friends. One of which I actually went to her wedding 9 years after we met. Well, 9 years after we met online, rather. And that was one of the best moments. Even though that was our first time meeting at her wedding, or the day before, it felt like I knew her nearly my entire life. Which at the point was very close. Because I was 12, 13 when we started talking. But yeah. What else? I think that's really it for this one. We're going up to almost 25 minutes now. We're at 23. So, I think that's really it. If there's anything you want to know, any characters you want to see, if you would like me to do more drawing videos, I can most certainly do that. And anything else you want me to talk about, by all means, I will. But for now, I hope y'all have a great one, and I will talk to you later. Didn't hit again.